Aloha, dear free souls. Today I just want to speak quickly on the honesty that we provide to the collective game. The honesty that first of all is honesty towards ourselves. That we don't buy into lies. That we don't defend no one who we deem beautiful and empower in admiration of what we call the worldly, and which most oftenly is not distributed correctly over here, as we know. The time has come and the invitation is out to really face the own darkness, the own shadow, and integrate from the unconscious what is of you. Whether you like it or not is not of importance. It is now the time that you do that, or it will be done to you. Not by me, but when one has done the path of individuation and dissolved the own shadow in alchemization and inner alchemy into the alchemist's goal, which is the wisdom, the dharma, the rules of life, of respect towards the other I and towards nature that provides unconditionally for us. We know, and we can see that. Well, the biggest punishment for a lot of people right now might be the beautiful silence in the face of all the rubble and all the bullshit that we observe in the world. The beautiful silence many of us sit in at the moment, and the ones who certainly did their inner work, they appreciate it a lot most of the time and find time to breathe and to reorganize, while all of those who are still in constant delusion and consumerism of spirituality as well will have a very harsh second awakening. And all the political people who are choosing a side are also included in this, as is everyone else contributing the energy to the old, where it's obvious now what you contribute to by doing so. It's not that I blame you for anything, but I invite you to prepare to let go about 90% of what is around you right now, because it won't be any longer. And prepare yourself for a simple life. Not in the meaning of poverty, of living in the streets without a roof over the head. All that depends on you. No, a simple life in the means of not hustling to impress any longer. People you don't even like, who you just wish to impress because you were bullied in school. You were told that you are not enough as you are, and so on and so on. A lot of those stories. But why do you defend these stories when you stick to the same image now? Because you finally made it into a little niche that you deem secure now? I can tell you, something happens and you cannot attend, you'll be out way faster than you came in, replaced. That's how our society works. And we are at a threshold of time where we decide if we continue carrying it like that or not. And I decided that I won't. And fortunately I have a lot of beautiful sisters, especially particularly because they are feeling that and they know who are with me on that. And now I call out to the man, lay down your egos, at least towards us, and just let it be, to discuss all this higher wisdom that is not yours anyways. When you have had the grace to receive it, you have done something right. But it's still your personal point of view, of you as a God fractal. So your truth is my synchronicity best case. And when we all receive the truth as our most probable synchronicity, we are there. Because every one of us contributes their tiny fractal of personal truth to the whole game of the whole cycles, be it micromolecular on this plane of existence, macromolecular, planetary, galactic, or universal. Too big for our little mind to play around like that. And sometimes when we get the glimpse and understand, this is from the heart, from the Atman directly. Just the mind claims this wisdom, yet it cannot reproduce it. Spirit is sitting in our heart, in the higher heart, in the Atman. The soul is the vehicle, like a hard drive with all the karma attached, with all the ancestral information, coming here, setting together this fractal of spirit, which is the Atman, and the DNA, and making the bridge. The DNA and our body are not so conscious as is the spirit, of course, but that's how we spiritualize. With it, with the spirit of the future form of us, as thought as a future form of us, where we will be, how we will develop, when we take it to within, into our DNA, into our body, to untangle the injustice, to untangle the karma, to transform it into the gold, which is already there. Everything is already there. We don't get any new karma. We rise by that. And we'll get through these times perfectly fine. In gratitude even for realizing, even if you had your initial awakening, the divine view, and you think you are enlightened now, which we always are, by the way. Don't choose this trap. Choose simplicity and minimalism and love. That's what I remind you of today. And this is all I have to say. Everything has been said and everything has been done already. And we have a rich bibliography of awesomeness and of bullshit of humanity, without and within, to go through, which is the chaos actually, to restore the order, our own order, for ourselves, everyone for themselves, in divine alignment, in divine order with life itself, is the solution of the puzzle. And I cannot take something out of you to liberate you from that. As no Jesus is coming, and no ETs are coming to do that for you. You have to do it yourself. And you will see, the first attempts are a little bit tough, but then that's most likely the best movie of yourself in all times and dimensions you've ever witnessed. In Lakasha Lakin, Shalom and Namaste, a beautiful night to everyone.